Hey team, Kieran here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to write a wicked Level 2 essay for your Causes and Consequences exam. By now you should be getting pretty good at writing essays, but let's have a quick recap of the essay structure. Structure is like the skeleton of your essay. It is the frame that keeps it all together and flowing nicely. This means you will have an introduction, followed by the body, followed by a conclusion. Each of these have a different purpose, and each part of your skeleton is separated into paragraphs. Remember to separate your paragraphs with a blank line, and maybe even indents. Every history essay looks like this, and yours will too. So, where do you start? The introduction? The paragraphs? Nope, the first thing you must do is plan. Planning your essay is really important because it makes sure that you know the direction of your essay, what you're going to write about, and what order. So, this is a Causes and Consequences essay, right? Yes. So that means you'll need to come up with at least 2 causes and at least 2 positive and negative consequences for your historical event. If you want to get past those achieved grades, then you'll need to describe many causes and consequences. So, this is where you get your thinking cap on. What caused the historical event that you studied, and what were the consequences? Write everything you know into the planning space. You might even want to draw up a diagram which shows your essay structure. If you run out of time in an exam, assessors can look at your plan to see what you were going to write about and will give you some credit for it. Now, let's take a look at the introduction. The introduction summarises your whole essay. And now that you know what you're going to talk about, writing your introduction is easy. Your first sentence might want to introduce your topic, its date, its goal, or maybe its significance. Then it's time to get stuck in. The next thing you need to do is outline your causes. This gives the reader a taster of what you're going to be talking about in your essay. And since it's in chronological order, causes always happen before consequences. So write 1 or 2 sentences for each cause and then do the same thing for consequences. Finally, include a roadmap sentence that outlines what will be included in the essay. For example, this essay will discuss the causes and consequences of the American Civil War. You might even want to outline some deeper analysis here. Now, it's time to write about your causes. If you're aiming for excellence, you'll be writing more than 2 paragraphs for causes of your historical event. They will also have to be in great detail. Now, paragraph structure is simple. This is where we can use the handy PL acronym to help us. In the first sentence of your paragraph, you'll want to introduce the point that you will be talking about. Basically, you're outlining the cause here. Next, we need to explain the cause. Use the next few sentences to describe your cause in detail. It's also really important to use evidence when describing your cause. This legitimizes your argument. Evidence might be dates, statistics, or even quotes. Finally, you must link your paragraph back to the essay question, so this assessor can tell that you're really answering the question. This might involve some deeper analysis if you really want to excel. And that's 1 paragraph complete. We will use this structure for your next causes as well. Remember to separate each cause and consequence into its own paragraph, and make sure each paragraph is separated by a blank line. When you have written about all your causes, it's time to write about the consequences of your historical event. Now this is easy, just do exactly what you did for the causes. Outline your consequence, follow it with a few sentences to explain it, use lots of evidence to back up your point, and link it back to the question. Remember that you need to write at least 2 positive and negative consequences of your event. Excellence will require you to examine many consequences in great detail. And in no time at all, you're ready to write your conclusion. And the conclusion is super easy. All you need to do is summarize your essay. This means re-outlining all of the causes and consequences of your historical event. It is pretty much your introduction, just rewritten with a bit more explanation. And that's it! You've completed your causes and consequences essay. If you remember this simple structure and technique, you'll have no problems in your final exam. So let's summarise how to write an NCEA Level 2 History essay. Step 1. Plan, plan, plan. Planning gives you a chance to organise the causes and consequences you're going to write about. Step 2. Essay structure. Your essay will have an introduction, followed by causes, followed by consequences, and then a conclusion. Remember, we can use the handy PL acronym for paragraph structure. Make a point in 1 or 2 sentences, explain your point in detail, use lots of supporting evidence, and then link it back to the question. An achievement grade will require at least 2 causes and also 2 positive and negative consequences. If you want to reach the excellence grades, then you'll have to discuss many causes and consequences, both positive and negative, using lots of evidence and good explanations. So folks, now that you know how to write a killer essay, go out and practice. Essay writing really is simple when you know what to do. Remember to go through your Education Perfect quizzes to study up on the material as well. Practicing your Education Perfect lists are also a great way to remember facts and evidence that you can use in your essay. Good luck everyone!